The new PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds map, codenamed Savage.
Alright, bottles on me, long as someone drink it. Never drop the ball, fuck it y'all thinking. Making sure the young money ship is never sinking.
The new PUBG map is fantastic. On a 4x4 kilometer playing field, there's many different places where you can get into gunfights. Being such a small map, the battles are usually short, condensed, and brutal. There are 17 named locations with various compounds, docks, villages, and temples scattered throughout. This clip was from my first ever game on the new map, where I dropped Training Center, which is one of the various hotspots on the map. The hotspots are Training Center, Abandoned Resort, and the boot camps. And although these are hotspots and many people drop here, wherever you drop on the map, you're generally going to find another person there at least. This means that no matter how secluded you believe the location you dropped is, there's generally going to be people there with you. And even if people do not drop with you there, they might flee to your area to escape conflict at the area they dropped originally, which is entirely possible because of the small nature of the map. You'll find conflict early, middle, and late game, and should always stay on your guard for people that might be in compounds, across the map, or in the forest. Sometimes, however, it comes as a surprise and it's kind of hard to defend against. On this release of the new map, there's 3 new areas added: Dock, Abandoned Quarry, and Banyan Grove. They also adjusted the blue and red zones. The blue zone now calculates how many players are left alive and the time left and closes accordingly, whereas the red zone is now smaller as well as shorter. The weather on the map is now dynamic and will change throughout the game, not just once as before. When rainy or foggy, the dynamic weather can be used for your advantage of crossing fields or going through places where you normally couldn't when you were in clear weather. The loot level on this map is also very high. You can go to any random shack in the middle of nowhere and still have a pretty high chance of finding an assault rifle or SMG. Therefore, it isn't completely necessary to go to a high level, high loot, high populated area to get really good loot, although these areas are really fun and you get a bunch of kills at. These small clusters of shacks that you can go to in all over the map have really decent loot, and you can survive the whole game and get a bunch of kills with it, even if you don't drop in a high populated area. For now, I'll display the high loot area that I like the best. The first one is Abandoned Resort. Team to our right. Alright, they're out. Oh, the spray with the AK. One dead. Alright, both dead. On me. He's right there. I'm jumping down. I don't care. Ugh, I hate this. Shit on. Training Center. Now, I have a bunch of clips from here, but a lot of them are just kind of separated kills. You know, I'd get like 6 kills, but they'd be pretty separated. I don't want to have to cut everything and patch together really badly. Rivertown. Now, drops. Drops on this map are really intense to go for. Obviously, this one wasn't anything special, but there was a lot of action at all the other drops I went to. Just in this case, it really landed in the middle of nowhere, which is where I ended up going, and I killed everyone that was at this compound. So I just got to get the drop and get off easy. But generally, going for drops on this map is actually pretty hard, and there's a lot of people that hide and wait for them, and sometimes going for drops isn't the best scenario. Another thing to note on this map is uses of vehicles. I would not use a vehicle unless you're in dire need of it. You know, you're caught really outside the zone because you're in a gunfight for a while, or, you know, your teammates are really injured and they're going to die to the zone if they don't heal up and get to the zone fast. But generally, a car on this map is like shooting up in the sky and saying where you are, which is the same thing on Arango and Miramar, but on this map it's so condensed that many people will flock to you if you use a vehicle. Now, late game on this map is extremely intense. You'll never ever want to use a vehicle late game, just for the reasons I said before, as well as, and you have to keep your eyes peeled for anything, everywhere. Overall, I love this map a bunch. It's extremely fun to play with friends or solos, and the games are pretty fast, and you can get a lot of kills in a short amount of time, and leads to crazy gunfights and a lot of fun. PUBG Corp says that they'll release this map full release in a few months, but as of now, they're going to continue testing for players, and they'll keep releasing it through this closed experimental server in the future. In the next 2 test runs, they plan to release a new cave system on the Savage map, in which players can skydive into the cave and exit through one of 3 exits. This map is awesome, and I'm sure it'll be even better in the future. I hope you guys have a wonderful day, night, whatever. I kind of threw this video together really quickly. It's not really a guide, it's more just a kind of like a showcase type of video, but I hope you guys enjoyed it regardless, and if you could, that'd be awesome if you could like it, just show a hint of appreciation, and if you're not already subbed, that might be a cool option, just if you want to see more of this type of crap content. But yeah, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.